Morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. Now what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to get up about 4 o'clock and go up to a lochan on Arran called Loch Na Davie. That's D-A-V-I-E. Looks like Davie, but is pronounced Davie seemingly. Now that was scuppered because when the alarm went off at 4 o'clock the wind was blowing a gale and it was raining, so we decided to wait. Well, the royal we decided to wait for better weather and see if it picked up later, because it's no use going up for what we were intending to do. So we are just going to hang about just now and see. The weather is picking up, the wind's dying down and the rain's going off, so we should be good to go in a wee while. So tell you what, watch this. Hey folks, now I thought rather than just sit a bit we would get out and show you a wee bit of Lochranza while we're here. So as you can see behind me there, that's where we've just parked up for a cup of tea. We're not going to park there overnight because it's in front of somebody's house and we wouldn't do that. So we are just going to stop here for a wee while, cup of tea, see how the weather improves. But I just thought I'd give you a wee look about. So this is Lochranza. As you can see, massive big beach. That's where we've stopped up. And if you can look over here, we can see there's the castle just there in the distance. It's an old derelict castle. Don't know anything about the castle. We need to Google that. So we're going to go walk along there and see what it's like. So we've made it along to the castle. As you can see, there it is behind us there, and a wee notice board here. If we can zoom in on that and let you see. So we are talking about somewhere about the 13th century, last inhabited in the 18th, or thereabouts. So quite impressive, you can see there. We're going to go on a wee wander about, let you see it. So you can't get into the castle these days, but let me just get a wee look in there, wee peek. Impressive that used to be. Well, how impressive it is really. It used to be. So there you have it, Lochranza Castle, quite impressive. Let me just straighten up a wee bit. Quite impressive, definitely worth a day out any time you're on Arran. Well, maybe not a day out, but a nice place to have a picnic, as you can see. Lots of nice wee areas there, if you don't mind the sheep poo, because I think there's quite a lot of sheep here. And as you can see, where you've got sheep, you've got a lot of sheep poo. Hi again. So the weather today doesn't look like it's improving any, so we decided to go a wee drive. We've always wanted to see Sannox for some reason. We've never been to Arran loads of times and never been to Sannox. Mainly because each time we come out, every year I had to come over and photograph the P1 kids and the P7 kids at local primary schools, and Sannox doesn't have a primary school. So I thought today we've got some time and the weather doesn't look like improving, why don't we just go a wee drive? So I've driven down, it's about 6 miles, 6.5 miles from Lochranza where we were. And we drove down and it's quite a nice wee scenic drive, lovely. It only takes 10 minutes. And we have discovered a wee parking bay here. It's next to the pony trekking centre, just on the outskirts as you drive into Sannox, before the golf club. So if you're coming from Brodick, go through Sannox towards Lochranza, past the golf club, up the hill, and then turn right at the pony trekking centre, and then there's a forestry commission car park, and it's very busy. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other vans here, vans and motorhomes, and a few campers as well, which is good to see. A couple of tents. Let me just show you what it's like outside. You can see that it is not too bad a view, but as you can see, it is chucking it down. So we're going to hang about here. It is, let me tell you exactly what time it is, 11:35. So the weather has to brighten up by 3, allegedly. So we're going to wait and see how it goes by about 1 o'clock, and then decide what's going to happen for the rest of the day. We might just stay here tonight and then go back to Lochranza in the morning. Okay, we will keep you updated as soon as we know. Hey, still in Sannox. I just thought I'd give you a look about where we're camped for this afternoon. There we go, that's our spot there, as you can see, right on the edge of the beach. Brilliant, look at that. That's where we're at. I don't think we're going to spend the night here, but we will see. Let me just show you up in the hills there. It's quite something, that wee peak, isn't it? I'll need to try and find out what the name of that is. I don't know. Okay. So we're still waiting to see. I think it's going to brighten up. Just look across the water there. You can see that's the mainland over there. Okay. Our Drawson is just about down there somewhere. It's over there. Okay. Let me just take back run again. There we go. So I think it's brightening up. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have some lunch here, and then we are going to head off. Hi, I don't know if you're like me, but I love people watching when I'm away. I love to see the different setups that people have got. You know, we started with a 2-man tent, and then we had a 4-man tent and an 8-man tent, and then we had a caravan, and another caravan, and another caravan, and then we had the wee T4, had that for about 5 years, and now we've got this Carioca 656. And the great thing about this van is it's only me that's in it. It sleeps 6. Comfortably sleeps 6. Well, comfortably sleep 6, but you could sleep 8. Can carry 6. Legally carry 6 people. And sleep 6. So it's a pretty decent van. It's kind of overlooked in the motorhome hierarchy, I think. But it's a very popular motorhome. And we like it. It suits our needs. We got it because of the bunk beds and the seating area, and various other reasons. And we're very happy with it. But you know, you look across here and I can see 2 vans, 2 new motorhomes, and they are identical. I mean, identical, parked next to each other. I don't know, is that some family groups that have hired them, or I don't know, what is that? Why would, it must be a hire company, innit? yeah, they've decided to go to Arran and they've hired a couple of motorhomes for the same company. Well, it's great. But next to them is a wee, it looks like a Peugeot partner, one of these wee kind of mini MPV things, and she's got her wee ice box thing and water carrier thing, and wee picnic stove in the back. I don't know if she's just a day van or if it's, but you know, great. You know, whatever you can do to get it into wildlife and nature. I think it doesn't matter whether you're sleeping in the back of a car or you've got a wee £10 Asda tent. Who cares? You know what I mean? If it does your needs and you get it, and you're not sitting about watching TV or just wasting away doing nothing. Yeah, I think you should get out and do that. And that's what we try and do. I think, you know, life's so short. Get out and try and do things. Or don't try. Do things. Was it Yoda says? There is no try. Do or do not. So we are trying to do. If that makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Anyway, I just spending the next wee couple of minutes just watching people. It's quite good here because there's a lot of people walking by and having their lunch on picnic benches, and there's Sundance. He's away. Where's he going? I don't know, and I'm saying he because I know it's a he because I saw him getting in and driving it, not because I'm sexist. Okay, we'll see you later on, unless I can think of something else to bore you with shortly. Again, so it's still Thursday afternoon, and I have decided that the weather has cleared up sufficiently and the wind has died down enough that we can take a bit of a gamble, and we are going to go to Loch Na Davie, which is about 3 miles that way. Let me just show you, just up there. There we go, and just up there between the wee valley between the hills, that's where we're going. Okay, it's a wee lochan up there, about 3 miles. The path begins next to Lochranza distillery. So if you're coming from Lochranza, you drive past it on the right hand side, you'll see the wee path. The parking can be tricky. You need to park somewhere in the village and walk from there, I would think. As you can see, quite a well defined path, so shouldn't be too much trouble, although with the heavy breathing you would think I just wandered up Ben Nevis, but I suppose not getting any younger. Loch Na Davie. Let me just point out the reason for coming up here, apart from it being quite a nice walk, is to see this loch because it's quite unique on Arran and unique, possibly unique in the UK, don't know, but the water here doesn't just run down one side as in a normal loch. It would should run down towards Lochranza. It also runs down that way towards Kilkenny. So it's unique in that sense, it runs off both sides. From what I can gather, that's unique. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I will check in. Right, so this is us, we're heading down now. Royal We again. As you can see, it's June in Scotland. Balaclava, gloves, unbelievable. Had to put the jacket on as well. I think though that's what happens when you're walking and exerting yourself and you get all sweaty, and then when you stop in that cockpit, I could just feel it. So jacket on, and we needed the gloves and the balaclava because it was freezing up there. But on a lighter note, it ended up really well. I was thinking on the way up, this is a disaster because it's too windy and the lighting is just horrible, flat and grey, and so I'm just watching where I'm putting my feet just now. You know, I think that most accidents on the hills probably happen on the way down because you're a bit tired and you just want to get back to the pub or whatever, or get your tea, and your energy levels are low. But what I've done is I have rationed myself today, so I've just had another sandwich and half an energy bar, and I feel good. But you've still got to watch where you're putting your feet because you're still tired. Yeah. Alright folks, so we're back in the van again. That was a long day. Okay, so we managed to make it back. It was worthwhile, it was a decent walk. But as you can see, we've got our jammies on now and we're just going to have an early night. I think it must have been about 3.5 mile up, 3.5 mile back. So we get back about 7:30, we left about 1:30, so 6 hours. Slow, very slow, but we walk slow anyway. So we hope you enjoyed today, and if you're ever in Arran, try that walk. It's pretty excellent. The views are spectacular, and the benefit at the end when you get to Loch Na Davie is worth every step. So I am just going to have an early night, and I will catch you on the next exciting episode.